Okay, great. Welcome everybody to our first meeting of the year 2021. Actually, it says on our sheet here, January 5, 2020. I'm pretty certain that 2020 is behind us now. So congratulations, everybody. Thank you for being here. Just a reminder, we know by now that all these calls are recorded and open to the public, including the media. So govern yourself accordingly. And with that, I also want to welcome Judge Flournoy. He participated on a couple of our calls before, but I do have a privilege now of swearing him in as a new member of the Judicial Council representing the 7th Judicial Administrative District. So Judge Flournoy, I saw you earlier.
I'm here.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to ask you to
raise my right hand.
You raise your right hand, prepare yourself to take the oath. I ask you to repeat after me if you would, sir.
Yes, sir.
I state your name.
I, Robert E. Flournoy III,
Do swear or affirm
do swear or affirm
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as a member of the Judicial Council of Georgia, according to the best of my ability and understanding. That as a member of the Judicial Council, I will endeavor to improve the administration of justice in this state for the benefit of the public, as well as the bench and bar. I will strive to improve the judicial system of this state as a whole, as well as in its parts, and that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Georgia. So help me God. Congratulations. Thank you. Welcome. Look forward to serving with you. Also want to congratulate Judge Quinn Casper, who has been officially selected and elected as the president-elect of the Council of Magistrate Court Judges, effective last week or earlier this week. And she had been sitting by designation, and also want to congratulate Judge Rebecca Pitts on her new role as Vice President of the Council of Magistrate Court Judges, and thank Judge Bobby Smith for his service to the judiciary as he goes to his next stage. Ms. Clanton, will you go through our roll call, please?
I'm happy to, Chief.
Or Ms. Mason, whoever's doing it.
I'm going to take care of it. Thank you, Chief. Presiding Justice David Namias.
Here.
Chief Judge Christopher McFadden.
Here.
Vice Chief Brian Rickman.
Here.
Judge Walter Davis.
Here.
President of the Council of Superior Court Judges Brian Amaro.
Here.
President-elect Wade Paget. Judge Jeffrey Kite.
I'm here.
Judge Craig Ernest for Judge Melanie Cross today.
Here.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Judge Sizemore.
I'm here.
Chief Judge Asha Jackson.
I'm here.
Chief Judge Chris Brasher.
Here.
Judge Fletcher Sams.
I'm here.
Judge Flournoy.
I'm here.
Chief Judge Sarah Wall.
Here.
Chief Judge Jeff Bagley.
Here.
Judge Jim Blanchard.
Here.
President of the Council of State Court Judges Wes Taylor. President-elect Al Wong. Judge Wong, I think I saw you.
I'm here. Sorry.
President of the Council of Juvenile Court Judges Lisa Jones.
I'm here.
And President-elect Greg Price will not be with us today. President Kelly Wolf, Probate Courts. President-elect Thomas Lakes.
Here.
Judge Beryl Anderson for Chief Judge TJ Hudson for the magistrates. Chief Judge Anderson, are you there?
Judge Anderson is here. She messaged me. She's by phone.
Okay, thank you, Tracy. President-elect Quinn Casper.
I'm here.
President of Municipal Court Judges Council Willie Weaver.
I'm present.
Thank you. Chief Judge Lori Duff.
I'm present.
And President of the State Bar of Georgia, Don Jones.
Here.
Thank you. Chief, that completes the roll.
All right, thank you. Let's move next to approving the minutes. We have the emergency session on December 22nd for you to approve. We had the earlier meeting on December 11th. Those minutes are still in progress of getting worked up. So we have the December 22nd minutes for approval. So if you had a chance to review those, I'll entertain a motion.
I move.
BJ moves. Is there a second?
Second.
Somebody second. Anybody opposed? Those will stand approved. All right, so the main item to discuss with you, the reason why we had this meeting scheduled is because we're on the cusp of our next emergency order. That order has been circulated to you in draft form. It's likely to go out in that form on this Friday, June 8th. It carries everything forward from the previous order, including the modification that we imposed in the interim that suspended jury trials. And I'm sure you probably anticipated that would be the case. So it carries everything that has been in place as of today forward for the next 30-day period with no changes whatsoever. There's a couple of things, there are a couple of things I think are important to bring to the forefront as we discuss the next 30-day window, more by way of reminder than anything else. And of course, as always, we want to urge people to utilize remote technology to the fullest extent possible. But I will say this, as we've had courts throughout the state suspend operations and close down, we have seen a trend in some of the orders doing so, in that they purport to shut down completely. We have taken great pride as a judicial system in the idea that we haven't shut down. What we do is reduce services, and we maintain the core critical functions that have to be provided in order to keep the core elements of our communities operating and safe. And so I would urge you to be mindful of the notion that we don't shut down completely. So as you enter orders and you remind your judges, your fellow judges, as they enter orders to shut down, that they provide mechanisms for core functions to be operated. That's consistent with what exists in our emergency order and in the draft that you had circulated before you in Section 5A. There's this reminder to the extent possible to ensure that courthouses are or properly designated alternative facilities remain accessible to carry out essential judicial functions. So that could be a phone number, a website, a pet door where you slide documents back and forth, any mechanism to keep core operations alive and well would be appreciated. And I will ask, we probably can pull out some examples and make those examples available to you on request. If you need some language to help you do that, we'd be glad to do that. So that's what's front and center in the order. Also, in the meantime, we've begun to focus our attention towards the vaccines that we are all hopeful will help get us through the end of this season and in our lives. The Department of Public Health has encouraged us and welcomed us to kind of inform how court employees stand in line for the vaccine as they come available. We are, as court employees, are designated in Class 1B, as you probably know already. And so we created a subtask force of the task force that Judge LaGrua has been chairing. That subcommittee will consist of Judges McClellan and Oscar Jackson as the co-chairs, and I believe Judge Bell is a part of that as well. It's going to be a small committee. They have a sprint timeline to get a set of recommendations out. It's a moving target. It's going to be fast forming, but because we are hoping that the vaccine will be available to court personnel pretty quickly, they likewise have a very short window to try to get some guiding principles to us for consideration to help inform the Department of Public Health as those vaccines become available to us. That's all I have to share with you on as it relates to the pandemic. PJ, do you have anything to clarify or add to what I've said so far?
No, Chief, I think you covered it.
Okay. So I'll turn it over to Judge LaGrua to give us any updates she might have on the task force.
Briefly, thank you, Chief, and Happy New Year to you and everyone else. The subcommittee on the prioritization has already met twice. We're working with the Department of Public Health. We will get you some updates and suggestions for your review very quickly. We already have another meeting scheduled. The other thing I was going to let everyone know is we have provided to the chief for review a document that could be used as a template for attorneys to outline discovery disputes to give to judges to facilitate moving civil cases during this period of time. I am hoping that that review, it's a very short document, will happen relatively quickly and that we can get that posted for everybody's use after that it's been reviewed. I think that's all there is. Well, the other thing I would report, Chief Justice Melton, is that people have asked some about jury selection and guidance. There's a document that encompasses both criminal and civil that should be posted on the AOC website with the other task force documents. If anybody needs direction, either get in touch with me or Ms. Clanton at the AOC, and we can direct them to where to find that document. That's my report. Thanks, Chief.
Thank you, Judge. And you failed to mention that next time we see you, we'll be referring to you as Justice. We're excited about that, and congratulations again. And also see Christine Butcher-Hayes on our meeting. Welcome back. I think this might be your first time back after giving birth and bringing life into this world. So glad to have you. I believe Ms. Dalton, Jennifer Dalton with DPH, has some information to share with the body as well. Ms. Dalton, are you there?
Yes, Your Honor, I am. Good afternoon, Chief Justice. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that everyone was aware that as of last week, the designation of who will receive vaccines under Category 1A has been changed. And now it includes everyone who is 65 and older, without consideration of any health conditions, that type of thing, as well as first responders. There's an announcement on Fox 5 that details some of that information. That's just the one I pulled up, but the information was distributed. And that will, of course, affect the court, because you may have individuals who are associated with the court who are 65 and older, and they would, of course, move into Category 1A. We do have on our website, and I will be glad to send this to Ms. Clanton if you would like for me to do so, a link to a list of providers who will administer vaccines. And people who are 65 and older, as of Monday the 11th, could go on there and determine where they might go to get a vaccine. Generally speaking, you have to call and make an appointment, but then you could go in and get it. And then as we move into 1B, the department has currently, under the vaccination plan, has court employees listed in Group 1B. So that I don't have any understanding that that's going to be changing, but that is what's in our vaccination plan for right now. But I just wanted to bring that to the court's attention, that anybody 65 and older can start on Monday.
Thank you, Ms. Dalton. And thank you again for all their help. Anytime we ask, you've been right there for us, so we appreciate it.
Thank you, Chief Justice. I'm glad to do it.
All right, that's all I have to share for the body. We can go around real quick. And if there's anything that y'all want to make sure we should be aware of, anything that that might change how we're operating going forward, especially with the next order that we plan to issue, please speak up now and help us help you. So we'll start with Chief Judge McFadden with the Court of Appeals.
Nothing to report.
All right, Judge Walt Davis, Business Court.
Nothing to report.
Judge Amaro, Superior Court.
Nothing to report. Looks great. Thank you.
Judge Wes Taylor, state court judges.
Judge Taylor's not here, Chief. There's nothing to report from the state court.
Thank you, Judge. Always good to see you. Judge Jones, juvenile.
No report, thank you.
And I know Judge Walk wasn't here. Who's here for the probate court?
Thomas Lake, so we have nothing to report, Chief.
Okay, thank you. I know Judge Quinn Casper's here.
I am, Judge. We don't have anything to report either.
All right, Judge Weaver, municipal court.
No report.
Ms. Dawn Jones, state bar.
Thanks, Chief. There are two brief updates and one comment. The State Bar of Georgia on January 1 welcomed a new executive director to our top executive post at the bar. That's Damon Elmore. For those of you who haven't met him, hopefully you'll get a chance to hear from him on this coming Saturday. But we're really excited that he started. We also have a new chief operating officer. As you all know, Sharon Bryan of 41 years at the bar, retired in October. Sarah Cool, formerly our communications director, is now, as of January 1, our new chief operating officer of the State Bar of Georgia. So we're really excited about those two new leadership roles that we have these folks serving in. Second, our State Bar of Georgia mid-year meeting starts on January 7th, ends on January 9th. You all are welcome to participate. Registration is free. It is still open. You can still go online and register. Please note that there is a general, what we call a plenary session that we usually have happening once a year at least. And on Saturday, soon after the opening of the meeting at 9 a.m., the general session will include every member of the State Bar of Georgia who's able to participate can vote on proposed bylaws changes that are also available on the State Bar website. So we welcome you to participate. We welcome you to join us during our meeting on Saturday, and there are CLEs and meeting opportunities starting Thursday and on Friday. Lastly, I want to comment with the thanks to Ms. Dalton as well for the updated information. We're going to be sending out an email in the next day or two related to senior lawyer succession planning to help those folks who are older members of our bar in succession planning as it relates to specific COVID or sudden health emergency related needs. To that end, it's really helpful, and I'm going to make sure that we include that change of the category 1A for immunizations for those 65 years of age and older. So really appreciate getting that update. That's all I have, Chief. Happy New Year to all.
Happy New Year. Ms. Clanton, AOC.
Thank you, Chief. The AOC remains fully functional. I also want to congratulate and thank the Judicial Council members for completing their 30th Judicial Council emergency meeting since last March. So congratulations. And it is 2021. Onward and upward. Thank you, Chief.
Wow, I didn't know it was that many. Thank you. Judge Gosselin or Ms. Jones with the Council of Accountability Courts.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Taylor Jones with CACJ. Don't have anything new to report.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Tracy Johnson with the Council of Dispute Resolution.
We do not have anything to report. Thank you.
Mr. Holloman, I saw you with the clerks.
Nothing to report, Chief.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Carlise Greer, Commission on Professionalism.
Hi, good afternoon, Chief. Just briefly, I want to thank everyone on the call that participated in our December 17th CLE. We had 1,000 folks to attend. Judge McClellan was our program chair. Judge LaGrua participated throughout. You, of course, participated. I think I heard Judge Wong on the call. He was one of our participants. Elizabeth Fight, Tracy Johnson. Those are some of the folks that I think are on the call, but I do want to acknowledge everyone who helped to make it a great success. And we look forward to serving the Judicial Council and helping to keep lawyers informed of all your great work in 2021. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you. Ms. Robin Rooks with the Council of Court Administrators.
We have nothing to report. Thanks.
Okay. Mr. Ashworth, ICJE.
Yes, Chief Justice, I'm participating by telephone. We have nothing to report. Thank you, sir.
And lastly, Mr. Chuck Boring, JQC.
Nothing to report, Chief Justice.
Great. Thank you all very much. I don't believe we'll be meeting next week, so we'll take that one off, and we'll be in touch to let you know when the next one will be. And there's a chance that we'll be able to skip the 19th as well. I think that's a good guess, the February 12th date. So that's what we'll shoot for. Stay safe, folks. Appreciate all you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Justice.